Have you ever looked at someone you once called your best friend and realized something felt different? Not because of one big fight, not because of betrayal, but because the connection that once felt effortless now feels like work. Friendships are strange that way. Some people walk into our lives and become part of our daily routine. They know our secrets, our fears, our dreams, and our worst moments. We trust them completely. That's why losing a best friend can hurt just as much as losing a romantic relationship. But here's the difficult truth. Not every friendship is meant to last forever. Sometimes people grow, sometimes they change, and sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. So how do you know when it's time? Here are 6 signs that it may be time to let go of a friendship that's no longer serving either of you. Number 1, you constantly question the friendship. Think about the last few months. How often have you caught yourself wondering whether this friendship still makes sense? When you're with them, do conversations feel natural or do they feel forced? Do you genuinely enjoy spending time together? Or are you mostly holding on to memories of who they used to be? One of the hardest things to accept is that people change. The person who once felt like your perfect friend may no longer be the same person today, and neither are you. When you spend more time remembering the past than enjoying the present, it may be a sign that the friendship has already started drifting apart. Number 2, communication has almost disappeared. Every friendship goes through busy seasons. Life happens. People get jobs, relationships, responsibilities, and new priorities. But healthy friendships still find ways to stay connected. If weeks become months and months become years without meaningful communication, something has changed. You stop checking in, they stop reaching out. Plans never happen. Messages become shorter and less frequent. Eventually, the friendship starts surviving entirely on memories rather than actual connection. And that's when you have to ask yourself a difficult question. Are you still friends, or are you simply attached to who they used to be? Number 3, you want completely different things from life. As we grow older, our goals start shaping our relationships. One friend may want adventure, the other may want stability. One may focus on family, the other may focus on career. Neither person is wrong, but sometimes those differences become too large to ignore. You begin moving in opposite directions. And while love and respect may still exist, your paths no longer align. Trying to force someone to walk your path often creates resentment. Sometimes caring about someone means accepting that they're meant to continue their journey without you. Number 4, you feel more connected to other people. This one can be uncomfortable because it often happens slowly. You meet new people, you share interests, conversations flow naturally, you feel understood, you feel energized, and without realizing it, you begin looking forward to spending time with them more than your best friend. This doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean your old friendship was fake. It simply means you've changed. Relationships evolve, and sometimes the title of best friend no longer reflects reality. Accepting that truth can be painful, but pretending otherwise usually hurts even more. Number 5, trust has been broken. Trust is the foundation of every meaningful relationship. Without it, everything becomes fragile. Maybe they shared something personal that wasn't theirs to share. Maybe they lied. Maybe they repeatedly disappointed you when you needed them most. Whatever happened, the damage changed the way you see them. And once trust is broken, rebuilding it requires effort from both people. If only one person is trying to repair the relationship, the friendship often becomes exhausting instead of fulfilling. Some friendships survive broken trust, others don't. And that's okay. Not every relationship is meant to be repaired. Number 6, you're the only one still trying. This may be the most painful sign of all, because deep down you already know it when it happens. You're always the one sending the first message. You're always the one making plans. You're always the one checking in. You're always the one keeping the friendship alive. And eventually you become tired, not because you stopped caring, but because caring alone isn't enough. A friendship requires effort from both sides. When one person carries the entire relationship, it stops feeling like a friendship and starts feeling like a responsibility. And no matter how much you love someone, you can't maintain a connection by yourself forever. Here's the important thing to remember. Letting go doesn't mean hating someone. It doesn't mean the friendship was a mistake. It doesn't erase the memories you shared together. Sometimes people enter our lives for a season. They teach us lessons. They help us grow. And then their role in our story comes to an end. That doesn't make the friendship less meaningful. It simply means it has reached its natural conclusion. If this video made you think about someone, don't rush to make a decision. Just be honest with yourself. Pay attention to what you've been feeling, because the strongest relationships don't require you to constantly convince yourself they're still alive. They simply are. And sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is appreciate what a friendship gave you, while accepting that it's time to move forward. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Mind Theory for more insights into psychology, human behavior, and personal growth. And let us know in the comments, which of these 6 signs do you think is the hardest to accept?